Ape Nation, what is going on? Guys, it's Friday, February 25th, 2022. And this is part 2 from yesterday's video. Right before I cut on the outro, I mentioned I wanted to talk about the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, the Great Reset, Justin Trudeau. How do all these things have an effect on so-called democratic governments across the greater democratic world? And what does it mean for the future of economics, banking, and the stock market? I want to get into that tonight. I want to tell you guys exactly what is going on. Who are these World Economic Forum young leaders that are being groomed to infiltrate cabinets across democratic societies? We're going to get into all of that. I'm going to update you on Ukraine, and I'm going to talk about the comment about Lou and the SEC and the DOJ transparency and all of that. But before we get into any of that,
cue the speeders.
now, if this is the first time clicking on one of my videos, just so you know, I'm a retail investor. I hold a large position in AMC, small position in GME, believe in the MOASS. On this channel, we don't do dates, times, or prices, but we do cover AMC, any news relevant to it, and any news about the broader market. With that being said, let's get into this. So what exactly is the World Economic Forum? Let's start with the very basics. And according to their website, in 1971, the World Economic Forum was founded as a nonprofit foundation that's headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. It is independent, impartial, and not tied to any special interests, so they claim. The forum strives in all its efforts to demonstrate entrepreneurship in the global public interest while upholding the highest standards of governance, like authoritarianism. Moral and intellectual integrity is at the heart of everything it does. Our activities are shaped by a unique institutional culture founded on the stakeholder theory, which asserts that an organization is accountable to all parts of its society. The institution carefully blends and balances the best of many kinds of organizations from both public and private sectors, international organizations, and academic institutions. We believe that progress happens by bringing together people from all walks of life who have the drive and influence to make positive change. And then they go into their story. Now, all of this sounds fantastic. It really does. Sounds like everything about this organization is great. But if you dig a little deeper, you find that some interesting things have developed since 1971. One of them being the conversation that took place a couple years ago between Klaus Schwab and someone at Harvard Business School. And I want to play that clip for you right now. Cue the video.
When I mention now names like Mrs. Merkel, even Vladimir Putin and so on, they all have been young global leaders of the World Economic Forum. Mm-hmm. But what we are very proud of now is the young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, President of Argentina and so on, that we penetrate the cabinets. So yesterday I was at a reception for Prime Minister Trudeau, and I know that half of this cabinet, or even more half of this cabinet, are actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum.
And that's true in Argentina too. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's true in Argentina as well.
It's true in Argentina, and it's true in France now. Mm-hmm. I mean, with the president, with a young global leader, but...
Okay, guys, so that was obviously a small excerpt from a much larger interview, longer interview. So I will try to remember to link it down in the description in case anyone thinks I'm taking him out of context. Me personally, I see it all the time on mainstream media, independent media, YouTube, people saying that the Great Reset is conspiratorial. It's not a real thing. People are just theorizing. But when someone as powerful and rich as Klaus Schwab speaks, I try to listen and then see, is what Klaus Schwab claiming actually true? And really quickly, while we're on the subject of conspiracy theories, this clip was filmed in October of 2021. Watch.
But we're looking at a giant war in February right now. Currently, that's the projections with the top people on the earth who claim they're not with the New World Order Combine. Is war in February. And this is the type of time, like right before World War I, right before World War II, when everything kicks off.
So 8 years ago, there was this article by Daniel Dicken, and in this article, he discusses why under Trudeau, Canada will become a dictatorship. And sure as shit, we are seeing it right now in the actions that he's taken with this Emergency Powers Act and everything else that's gone on in Canada. Now, I know he's withdrawn that, but the initial step that was taken, forced on by the Biden administration, is a clear and concise example of what is going on. In this article, just in the first couple sentences, it says, could Prime Minister Trudeau be trusted to make decisions for the good of the country, not just for his personal self-worth? Would Trudeau call in the police to enforce his vision? Let's hope we never have the opportunity to ask those questions. Well, unfortunately, Daniel, those questions have come true. They were facts. And clearly, this man, Trudeau, is on a mission under the guidance or tutelage of Klaus Schwab and the rest of his minions. Now, in just the past week, this interview with Klaus Schwab has pretty much gone viral. And it actually was brought up during a session of Parliament in Ottawa. And one of these representatives put forth the question, who exactly has infiltrated the cabinet? Who are the members who are part of the World Economic Forum that Klaus Schwab has placed in these positions of power? And if you're curious to find out the answer and what happened during that interaction, watch.
This objection.
Could the member please name which cabinet ministers are on board with the WEF's agenda? My concern is the deputy.
Order. I know that the member was in a really good question there, but
really?
the audio is really bad, and the video is really bad as well. And I apologize. I don't know if the member. Okay, let's try again.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but the audio and video sounded perfectly fine to me. I heard everything the man said. I don't know how someone in the same room did not. But regardless of any of that, the reaction says it all. This guy wanted nothing to do with this question. He didn't want to answer it. As soon as he heard WEF, you can see his eyes open wide, and he deflected. And so it remains to be seen. I'm still researching into some of these members. I'm going to put some of their pictures up on the video right now while you're watching of who these young leaders are that have infiltrated these cabinets. But it's something I think we should definitely look into for the future, because all of these people have the same agenda, the same narrative. And I don't know about you guys, but being a freedom-loving American, and I'm sure freedom-loving Canadians who are out there, this isn't the narrative that I'm looking for. I want less government, more freedom going forward. Just as easily as these people were able to slide under the radar, so to speak, and get into these positions of power, it is just as easy to remove them. All right, moving on. I got to talk about the comment that I got yesterday in this video when I was talking about the DOJ investigation and how it was a nothing burger for right now for the MOASS. Despite that, I got these two comments from James exclaiming that Lou was correct on his DOJ SEC take. And I just raised the simple question, did he really though? So before I let you go, I want to go back 77 days ago, or 10 and a half weeks. What was the narrative that was being spun at that time about the DOJ and its investigation? Watch.
What's going on, my little Friday motherfuckers? All right, listen. Threw up the bat signal. Everybody already knows about the DOJ looking at everything. Even though it's major. Okay. You got to think about from the other side, okay? The news says the DOJ is looking at the funds and research firms. Obviously, you know, a lot of motherfuckers tell you like, but here's the deal, what's going to be coming. See how the market's dropping? Okay. Over the next couple of days, this is the type of behavior these guys are going to do. Okay, if they suspect they're about to get pulled they're going to be taking whatever AMC shares they have and they're going to be dumping them. Understand that over the next couple of days, this being Friday, probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as all this starts hitting, when, you know, once the blue windbreakers start knocking on the doors, hello blue windbreakers, over the next couple of days, do not be shocked if AMC or GameStop starts dropping to like record lows. What's gonna happen is this: DOJ coming in, looking at everything. Where do you think this started from? Think about it. You think this just, you know, popped up in somebody's mind at the DOJ? Hello, DOJ. No, it's not that. This started with Mike Gensler. Okay, think about that for a second. It had to start with him. And then moving over. This chick, can you imagine being married to this freaking wildebeest? No joke, like for real. Probably over the holidays, it'll be the whole Snatchola thing. Just be calm on everything that's going on, because it wouldn't be shocked these motherfuckers are locking doors, shredding papers, assigning different people to manage certain things. I mean, the reality that the game has ended, the party is over, time to get out of the pool type shit has begun. So this is where we're at now. So please be calm. Doesn't matter if it drops down to $5. We're, in my opinion right now, Mike Gensler, he's going to be stepping into a big role and taking over everything. So, giant love, motherfuckers, and I shall be back.
So, James, when I said in the video yesterday that this was a nothing burger as far as the MOASS goes, or AMC stock in general, right now, specifically, I would say that's still true. As of 77 days ago, we have had people commenting on this, saying that blue windbreakers are coming and they're going to get snatched up over the weekend. All kinds of theories and revelations that so far have not been true, and we didn't see any of these things happen. And so I ask you, let me know in the comments, what was he correct about? What part? Because I can't find anything truthful or factual in anything in that video. And I've watched it a few times. All right, looks like we're running out of time. I'm not going to be able to get into Ukraine tonight, but I am planning on going live tonight around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So we'll get into Ukraine and the separatists and when this war started back in 2014. We're going to talk about the president, a whole bunch of stuff that we'll get into. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, guys, thank you for all the likes, the views, the comments. My new subscribers, my OGs, I appreciate each and every one of you. We are here to break the wheel. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.